Hello everyone and welcome to Rock's Review Long, a place that apparently my lives get promoted here. If I do them in my regular channel, Rock's Review, YouTube is like, I don't care about you. You're not a content creator. You are a short maker, so I don't care about you. But here, apparently, YouTube promotes them, and since I like views like gold, I like to do them here. And today, wherever you are, we're gonna talk about ranking the power of Gorosei. And before that, I have to admit that between most of the content creators in One Piece community, I was one of the people who objected the most to the idea of Gorosei being very broken and strong. Because I was like, we already have admirals, we already have very, very broken people. World government probably gonna have Im-sama as well, and they are already more than enough. But right now, not only we understood all 5 of Gorosei are top tiers, they are unkillable gods. They have maybe devil fruit, maybe ancient forms, I don't know. It's something like a very broken Zoan devil fruit. And they have Haki, and they cannot be killed even by the hands of Luffy, Dory and Brocky and everybody. It's crazy. It's like too good to be true. It's like Oda. At this point, if we claim world government is still the strongest power in One Piece world without the help of Marine, we are not going too far. And before ranking the Gorosei, as I want to do here, I have to say, I don't believe these people have a difference in power. But before that, let me say a hi to everybody who's with me. Hunter Predator, great to have you. Say a hi if you are here. I just want to see who is with us. I know this is second channel. It's gonna take a while until people get used to have my lives here. I fully understand that. I just want to see who's with us. 6 people are watching me, and that means the world. But before that, I believe some people in One Piece world are basically in same level. New admirals are basically in same level. Old admirals are basically in same overall levels. I don't know. Seraphims are basically in same overall level. Some people are not in same basic overall level, like warlords, like Mihawk alone can destroy all of his crew. Yonko, I used to believe that they were in same overall level, but right now I have my doubts. Kellen Biel, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Great to have all 8 of you. It means the world to me. So do not get misled by what I'm about to say right now. I believe that every single Gorosei is in the same overall level. The difference between the strongest and the weakest is not that high. The list that you are seeing so far is not in order. It's just random, and we're gonna see how people gonna like make it. And we're gonna go from bottom to top. It made much more sense if we made this video at the end of the arc, but I cannot wait. We're gonna have another Zoro versus Nasujuro debate. I already made a poll on my main channel. You can go and vote. We're gonna have Red Hair Pirates versus Gorosei. The day after that, we're gonna have a series of lives every day around the same hours because I'm gonna kill it. But for now, who is the Wakiki? I think Warkuri is more durable Gorosei among all the Gorosei. Maybe. Ahmad Osman, great to have you, brother. Now, the subject of the weakest of the Gorosei. I think we need to go by the feat. Among people with the least amount of feet, so Nasujuro cannot be among the weakest. Mars cannot be among the weakest. Warkuri cannot be among the weakest. We have, I think it's between, so far, as we speak, between Saint Jupiter and Saint Saturn. Saturn is the main antagonist of the arc. I still believe that he's the big bad guy of the arc if we have to single one person out. Hunter Predator, great to have you. If there is any problem with the chat, with the live, please do tell me, and so I want to be sure that everything is okay. So I think between everyone, if I have to choose, as we speak, I'm gonna go with Saint Jupiter. That's the fact so far. Because as we speak, as chapter 11:15, Jupiter has the least amount of feet. We have him at the moment of sucking everything like a Dune type worm. And by the way, I'm not a huge sci-fi fan. I read a lot of sci-fi books. But that's because I like to be a fantasy writer. So I need to know everything that there is to know about like speculative genre. I'm not particularly a big sci-fi fan because sci-fi is way too realistic to me. There is a very thin line between realism and sci-fi because sci-fi is a reality that we will achieve, while fantasy is a reality that we can never ever achieve. So I like fantasy because I hate reality. But I love Dune. Dune, I believe, is to this day is the best sci-fi story that I know. I'm not saying that there is because I'm not a sci-fi geek, sadly, but I think Dune is the best. And if you need my encouragement to go and watch Dune, go. The adaptation is fairly amazing. Nitin Kumar, great to have you, brother. So, Jupiter, while he had a city level sucking, I believe, and he gonna make a good husband to like another husband. As of now, he's the weirdest. He's the odd one out. He's either the strongest or the weakest. He's the youngest among all of them. He has the strangest name among them, Saint Jupiter. What the hell is Jupiter? Is he a secret man who's running the world? Oda, are you playing some word game here? Joking. I love Jewish people and every other people. I have no grudge against any people. Saint Jupiter is the odd one out. He's the youngest. He's the god of agriculture, which honestly, if I was about to have a job among like all of these 5 people, being the god of agriculture, being the minister of agriculture is the job that I would probably done the best. That I know myself, and agriculture is my area. So far he has the weakest of the feats. He was easiest to cut. I'm gonna say he's the weakest. Of course, it's gonna change later on, but so far, yeah, I'm gonna say he's the weakest. And I believe, like, I cannot believe Saturn is stronger than any of these people. Saturn is a god of science. He's not a warrior. I mean, he's a warrior god of science. But usually in One Piece, the first person from a team that we see is generally might be the weakest. Like, I believe in the old admirals, Kuzan was the weakest. Right now, he's not the weakest because he had a 10-day battle and he had a power-up. I believe Fujitora is weaker than Green Bull. I believe old sick Marineford Whitebeard was the weakest among the Yonko. I believe the crocodile that the crocodile that we saw at the beginning of the story was the weakest among the warlord. Yeah, that's where I'm standing with all of it. Even I believe Rayleigh was weakest among the legends. People who go all out first, people who get a significant amount of screen time and value. For example, Shanks is not the first Yonko by my logic because Shanks didn't showcase power. Mihawk didn't showcase power. Garp didn't showcase power. Roger didn't showcase power. These were just characters that we saw. But characters who really showed their full potential power is generally the weakest among the group. It's a weird logic. It's not even a logic. It's more like an observation. But yeah, if Saturn get to be the weakest, I won't be surprised. But as of now, he showed more feats than Jupiter. He showed spitting poison. He's gonna be a great rapper. I'm gonna spit poison onto your mouth. I'm gonna make your mother pregnant. And okay, never mind. Vicky, do you think Jupiter is a replacement for older Gorosei? That could be it. Or maybe back then we had 4 Gorosei and now we have 5. You know what I want? I'm gonna actually write it down. I want one of them die this arc so Garling becomes a new Gorosei. This is where I want to stand. This is my ideology about where the hell the story should go. Hunt Predator said, that's a badass name. Hunt Predator. I will join you in that. Nasujuro already showed so much skill speed. I think he will be the fastest. Among the fastest, yeah, he has to be among the fastest characters in the story. But so far, I'm not thrilled by the power of Saturn. Again, I'm not saying that he's significantly weaker than the rest of them. But he's not significantly stronger. But he's a better character. I mean, the only reason that we hate rest of the Gorosei is because we know exactly how much of a piece of a shit Saturn is. So that's a very great trick that Oda did. He used a catalyzor, if I'm pronouncing the word right. He showed us Saturn. He told us exactly how evil he is. And then he said, hey, we have 4 more of these guys. And we were like, okay, I see that. So all of them has to be as worse as Saturn. So as far as character go, because of all the cruel and unjust and just disgusting things that he did upon my boy Kuma, who had top 2 best backstory so far in the story. Yeah, I hate him, but that's a good thing. I think Mars might be the strongest. Yeah, that might be the case. Let's talk about Mars. Guts, badass name. There might be a reveal that he has a true name. Oh, Nasujuro? I don't know, maybe. But Mars, again, Mars has a solid claim for the strongest because he's the god of war. Mars is basically the Roman god equal to Ares, the god of war. So he might be stronger than Venus or Valkyrie. But again, Valkyrie is, if I'm not wrong, it's from Mercury. Yeah, Valkyrie is basically Mercury. Nasujuro is basically Venus. If we want to go by planet logic, Saturn has to be number 1. Saturn is the strongest. If we want to go by the logic of, oh no, Jupiter actually is number 1. Jupiter is Zeus. Saturn is Kronos, if I'm not wrong. So if we want to go by the logic of the name of the planets, Jupiter has to be the number 1. That's just fact, because Jupiter is Zeus, basically, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I'm going to Google this and make sure. Roman name for Zeus. Yeah, Jupiter, I'm not wrong. I still remember Roman mythology. I'm not that rusty. Guys, I know we are a little, but do not forget to like the chat. Saturn dying would be such a major blow to... Yeah, that's true. I want Saturn to fucking die and Garling be the new Gorosei so Shanks can be the son of a Gorosei. That would be amazing. That would be, come on. Saturn die already. I cannot wait for this scenario to be true. I want it to be reality. But going by the planet logic, Jupiter has to be number 1. But we know he's not number 1 as we speak. Maybe that's the logic. Maybe again, all these 5 people, Jupiter, Mars, Valkyrie, Nasujuro, all 4 of them have a claim for number 1. Saturn, I'm not sure. But for now, I'm gonna say Mars is number 3. Because simply Valkyrie and Nasujuro did more than him. He's the god of war. And I have to say, among the design of the Gorosei, I love Mars more than the rest of them. He's the only person that actually looks like a god. My Vibo, great to have you. Another great Shanks fan. I love every fandom, but I love Shanks fandom a bit more, like 1-2% more. Sorry, I'm a bias. You have the right to dislike me 2 or 3% less. Hunt Predator, Rox, do you know a theory about Mars being a traitor? I saw some traitor. I saw Jupiter being a traitor. Yeah. But I don't believe that. I don't like to believe that. If Gorosei are a traitor to Im-sama, that is actually a blow to the reputation of Im-sama. Looking at the vote, among 21% of people, so far Nasujuro is having the lead. But I want to say Mars is number 3 because he can be number 1. 16 people are with us so far. Great to have. Like, it is my second channel. I'm genuinely surprised that so many people are with us. And we gonna keep having our lives. Maybe the chapter life for now is gonna happen at my first channel. because I don't want my, I don't know, maybe I do it here, I don't know. But we're gonna do vast majority of our lives on second channel because of how YouTube works and how YouTube don't ever promote my lives at my first channel, which is unfair. Like I like to give a good show, I don't know. Kumar said, it can really happen where Saturn died because no other Gorosei has shown their ability like Saturn. That's true. And we have more reason to hate Saturn. I want Saturn to die for every sin that he did to Kuma. Can you imagine? Saturn is so evil that he's saying to himself, Akainu is such a softie for letting Robin live. Foof! Hey, what? What? Are you such a lowlife? I mean, are you such a piece of shit that you are mad why Akainu allowed a 9-year-old girl to survive? I mean, these people don't even see themselves as gods. As humans, they see themselves as gods. They see themselves as different creatures compared to us. For example, the amount of value that we have for the life of ants is how much compared to the amount of respect that we have for human life? Even for humanity, life is not equal. We eat other creatures. We kill ants and cockroaches and some other creatures. We don't respect all life equally. So in the eyes of ants, humans are truly evil. And this is how they see themselves. They see humanity as ants. Our life is insignificant to them. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if a different type of creature, if someone from out of the world had that type of look to us. I could understand that. I wouldn't agree with that, but I could have understood it. Okay, you are a supreme being. You lived for 20,000 years. You have superpowers. You have like off-chart IQ. Okay, I can understand why a supreme being from space look down at us. But a human be so delusional to believe I am a supreme being and other humans are low life. Now that is like low, man. That is low. And Saturn is lowest among them. I hope he dies. Didn't get to vote. My chat was, so I would put Mars over Mercury. I'm not doing a guts. I'm not doing a vote-based scenario. I'm going with my own guts as of now. So far I'm having Mars at number 3. He looks awesome. He's amazing. He recently showed Advanced Conquer Haki. So many people doubted that, hey, does all Gorosei member have Advanced Conquer Haki? Of course all of them have Advanced Conquer Haki. MD Enix said, strongest means closest to the sun. That's a good point. Maybe by how One Piece logic works, that might be true. Huh. That might be true, and that's actually going to be close to what I'm saying. Well, wait. Nearest planet to sun. Is it Mercury or is it... Oh, yeah, Mercury. Mercury is the... Yeah, that's true. So, MD Ink, your logic is kind of close to me because I have this. I have Mercury above Nasujuro, above Mars. And I think maybe that's the logic. I didn't look at it like that, but that's true. Maybe it's not true with Saturn and Jupiter. Planets in order from Sun. We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. So based on your logic, closest to the sun, this is the logic. And maybe this is the reality. But so far I'm going to say Jupiter is below Saturn. But maybe this is a better list. I don't know. Your logic was so great. I am ashamed of not thinking about that. But again, that's the reason we are doing live. We are putting our IQ together. So that was a great post. Ahmad, instead of Imu representing Earth, they could have a space, the void, the nothingness. Maybe. I'm not saying that Im-sama is Earth. I don't believe that's the case. Saint Walker is always shown, and also he's the closest to the sun. Yeah, that's true. And again, I don't even need that kind of logic. I need just observation. Like, if we go by observation, again, in the recent chapter, Nasujuro cut down Punk Record. And again, Punk Record, I don't know if... I read the chapter again, and there is still some room to doubt. Was the shield around Punk Record was completely down, or it was in the process of going down? If you guys know that, please comment it, because I believe it was down, but it maybe the shield of Punk Record wasn't fully down. I don't know. I believe that was down. And Saint V Nasujuro with one slash just destroyed Punk Record without using advanced conquer Haki, with like just one badass attack in the middle of the sky. That was one of the top 10 best feats in the story of One Piece, knowing that that was performed without advanced conqueror's Haki, which is the strongest power in One Piece world. So that means significantly a lot. But that's the kind of problem that I believe, that's probably some Zoro fanbase agenda. Because some people are saying S-Hawk is the strongest among the Seraphim, which I absolutely disagree. Like, sure, Mihawk is the strongest person among the among the previous warlords, sure. But Seraphims were created by the hands of Vegapunk. Remember in live action of One Piece, some people were mad that why Mihawk spoke so disrespectfully toward Garp. Garp is a legend. Mihawk is not as significant as Garp. Why he was so disrespectful? And I was like, that actually makes sense. Because Mihawk personally have no reason to respect Garp. They had separate life. They never had cross paths. He has no reason to respect them. So it makes sense. And honestly, Vegapunk has no reason to respect Mihawk. But he has reason to respect Kuma. And guess who was fighting against Luffy and who was fighting against Zoro? S-Hawk was fighting against Zoro. S-Bear, the Seraphim of Kuma, was fighting against Luffy. And the person who is the opponent of Luffy, to me, is always the strongest in the room. Guys, don't forget to like the chat. Orange, I've never seen you in any of my lives, Orange. Great to have you. Some rumors say Emu and Aokiji have some voice actor based on IMDb website. I don't know. I don't follow anime. I know Imsama is about to speak, but not anytime soon. Maybe in 10-20 weeks. Vakiki. If Garling become a new Gorosei, do you think he's get a power like Gorosei? I hope so. I think Imsama is the reason behind their immortal. Kumar. But how can shield can even stop slash, which is a form of energy? So I think shield having that makes sense. I believe because Edison in this chapter said, hey, even with the shield, we cannot do much. Mars walked through that shield. So the shield is not a big significant. But again, cutting an energy shield still is a significant feat. So if he actually cut down the entire shield with Punk Record, that's a great feat. But again, the person who is in front of Luffy always needs to have the benefit of doubt. And again, sure, slashing down Punk Record is the top 10 feat. But Saint Warkery is faced up against Luffy, the person who defeated Kaido. Dari and Bruggy, who are the legendary captain of a legendary crew and have the full support and respect of Shanks. Shanks believe in the power of these two people and they cut down Kid ship. I always say, when Shanks wanted to go and hunt Kid down, he didn't say, hey, Beckman, come and help me. He said, Dari and Bruggy take position. So if Dari and Bruggy be collectively be stronger than Ben Beckman, I won't be surprised because Shanks showed more respect and trust in them than Ben freaking Beckman, who is someone at least comparable to any top tier. Or maybe at least low Geo Admiral level. That's where I have him. Gorosei are under Imu and they are planets. Imu is also Umi C. Yeah, that is where I'm standing. Jitsa Mitran K. Again, I never see you in my lives. Great to have you, brother or sister. We can debate about Waruya and Nasujuro. They are most important and powerful because Waruya is god of justice and the center of all Gorosei. He has advanced conquer Haki durability like Kaido. No, actually his durability is above Kaido. Because Luffy failed over and over and over and over again to damage him. And to think the healing power and the durability of Waruya is so high. Luffy, Dory, and Bruggy all failed to do anything to him. It's crazy. He can have blades for horns. He can have fire elemental power. His durability and strengths and physical capabilities so far evidently is significantly above Kaido, and he cannot be killed, and god, this is crazy. Going by the facts, so far, just by the facts, Waruya is the strongest character in One Piece so far. Going by the facts so far, I'm gonna actually type this. Going by facts and feats so far, Waruya is the strongest man we ever saw so far. That's being the key word. MD Enik. The crew, because it's not only they are using any named attack, but also they are not using advanced conquer Haki against the crew or Luffy. Luffy using new named attack, but they are, I don't know. But I mean, it's a very short amount of time compared to Wano. So them having a power up is not necessary plot-wise. Luffy is figuring out a very unlimited source of power like Gear 5, which makes sense. But the rest of the crew, I don't know, they never received a new power-up. And why they should? Usually you're gonna have a power-up after a training arc or after a great, huge personal duel. Only Luffy is having a new power-up because he has new power, actually. He has a real new power. So it makes sense. So so far I'm okay with this. Actually, before facts and feats was revealed, I made many shorts saying that Nasujuro have my back. He has my vote. He wasn't even disappointing as of now. But Waruya was unrealistically great. He made Gear 5 Luffy, Dory, and Bruggy run away while he tanked every attack he received. And god, he's like the most versatile among all of them. Considering the Little Garden was coming out when Oda was trying to complete the story in 5 years, their strength was... That's very true, Ahmed. That's very true. I have my full faith for them. Actually, again, the idea of them being collectively stronger than Ben Beckman, which I respect the hell out of Ben Beckman. I believe he's stronger than most admirals, perhaps stronger than any of the admirals, except Akainu, which is a fleet admiral, is very likely to me. But Dory and Bruggy, they might be even stronger than him. It's Oda, so we can actually... That's true. And again, I deep down, like, if I made a poll right now saying, do you believe that Shanks, Dragon, Akainu, I don't know, Teach, are they going to be able to take down Gorosei? Vast majority of people gonna say yes. And I will not blame them. I will not blame them. Because I believe the only problem with the Gorosei right now... Oh yeah, why elders are not using a name attack, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We barely saw anything from them. We just barely saw the normal slash of Gorosei. Maybe they don't respect these people to use real attacks. But the only problem with Gorosei right now is that they are unbelievably strong. And I chose my word very carefully. Very carefully. They are unbelievably strong. So I don't believe it. I don't believe if they are really that unbeatable. I believe if you have one technique of Haki, you can take them down. Just today, 1 hour ago, I made a short saying that Zoro has no chance against Nasujuro if they fight. But here's the thing. Maybe something like Asura can cut them. Maybe something like Asura can damage them. Maybe a hidden form of Haki. Maybe something that we are yet to learn is the key of taking down Gorosei. Maybe that's the reason Gorosei said, if Shanks get angry, we cannot take him down, because Shanks knows how to beat these people. Maybe that's the key. The only problem of Gorosei, the vast majority why most people doubt their power, even after unbelievably godlike capabilities, is that they are unbelievably strong. If they took a bit of damage, that made it more believable. It looks like they're not really trying to kill them. I mean, their mission is to stop Vegapunk, not to kill Luffy. And again, that makes sense. More like unbelievably hacks. That's very true, Kumar. Maybe they just don't have name attack, like Whitebeard. Maybe. Everyone have name attack. I mean, Whitebeard didn't have name attack, that's for certain. But Whitebeard was too OP as well. So, I don't know why. Maybe they don't respect Luffy and his crew a lot. I don't know. Rox, imagine Nasujuro and Garling. Oh, man. That's porn. That's, for a nerd like me, Garling versus Nasujuro is literally a porn. God, I would love for Saturn to die and Garling be a new Gorosei. That's what I want. Thanks for being with us for half an hour, 30 people with us. Nasujuro have 53% of the vote, Jupiter have 7% of the vote, Mars have 23% of the votes, and Warcree somehow 17%. That's just no. Even if Nasujuro is the strongest, I don't know. Gorosei weakness can be seawater. I don't know. Maybe if they are devil food users, sure, but using seawater against somebody is hard. So thanks for being with us. Tomorrow we either gonna be with Gorosei versus Red Hair Pirates or Nasujuro versus Zoro. I already made the polls. Go make your comments over there. We're gonna come back. We're gonna have a great time for like half an hour, 1 hour. It's gonna be a good time. And from now on, I'm gonna use my own ugly ass face as my thumbnail so you can recognize my videos. I'm gonna treat this channel like a serious YouTuber. Thanks for being with me, and I see you all beautiful people that laugh.